All right, so we're diving into making $1 million online.
$1 million.
Yeah, online.
It's a popular topic.
It is. It
There's
is.
lots of people dream about it.
And thankfully, we've got this mountain of research.
Yeah, we've got a lot of material to go through.
And the internet, it does offer some wild possibilities.
Oh, absolutely. But it's not a get-rich-quick scheme.
No,
Right.
no, it's definitely not just about clicking a button.
It's about finding the right path.
Right. And these sources thankfully cover a ton of different,
A ton of different approaches, yeah.
like everything from drop shipping to affiliate marketing.
It's very different ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, exactly.
But they all have the potential.
Yeah. So let's start with something that really stood out to me, which is drop shipping.
Drop shipping. Okay.
Yes. Have you
Familiar with that one.
I've heard of it. I'm not sure I totally understand it.
It's essentially running an online store without actually holding any inventory yourself.
So you don't have a warehouse full of stuff.
Exactly. You're basically the middleman.
You're connecting buyers with suppliers.
Right. And taking a cut.
That sounds like a pretty sweet deal.
It can be, especially for beginners.
Less upfront investment.
Right. You don't have to worry about manufacturing or storing products.
But I imagine there are challenges too.
Oh, definitely. Like finding reliable suppliers
Yeah, got to make sure they can actually deliver.
and managing customer expectations.
Right, because ultimately you're the face of the business.
Exactly. You're responsible for the customer experience, even though you're not handling the product directly.
So drop shipping, it's like a low barrier to entry, but
But you've got to be on top of your game.
yeah, okay.
Now, what about this niche expertise thing I saw you had highlighted?
Oh yeah, niche expertise.
Becoming the go-to person in some very specific area.
I love that idea.
Yeah, me too. There's something appealing about
It's like you could be
the
the
world's leading expert on
vintage board games
vintage board games. Okay.
or, sustainable gardening.
Sustainable gardening, sure.
It's like you find your passion and then
And there's an audience for everything.
right, and the internet makes it so much easier to connect.
To connect with those people, yeah.
Yeah, so you're not limited to your local area.
Exactly. You could have a global audience,
And I think people are willing to pay for expertise.
especially in niche areas.
Yeah, where they can't just Google the
They
answer.
want that curated, specialized knowledge.
So niche expertise, it's about passion, it's about knowledge, and it's about
Reaching the right people.
reaching those people, yeah.
Okay, so we've got drop shipping, we've got niche expertise.
What about the granddaddy of online business?
Oh, you mean e-commerce?
E-commerce.
The classic online store.
Yeah, it seems like everyone's trying to build the next Amazon.
It's a crowded space, for sure.
But is that even realistic anymore?
Well, it's definitely more competitive than it used to be.
I can imagine.
But your sources actually, they kind of downplay that whole build-your-own Amazon approach.
Oh, interesting.
They emphasize that it's more about building a brand.
So not just a store, but a brand.
Exactly. It's about creating a unique identity, focusing on a niche.
Not just selling the cheapest stuff.
Right. It's about quality. It's about customer service.
And building that loyalty.
Building a relationship with your customers.
It's almost like you're creating a community around your products.
That's a good way to put it.
So e-commerce, yeah, it's competitive, but
But there's still room for success
if you do it right.
if you build a brand.
Yeah. Okay, what about digital products and online courses?
Ah, the world of info products.
Yeah, that seems like the ultimate work once, profit many times model.
It definitely has that appeal.
Because you create the course once and then
you can sell it over and over again.
yeah, and your sources, they mention all sorts of platforms for this.
Platforms like Teachable, Udemy, Skillshare.
A lot of options out there.
A lot of options, but they also caution against just thinking you can set it and forget it.
Oh, so there's more to it.
It's not just about recording a few videos.
You have to understand your audience.
You have to market the course effectively.
And engage with your students.
Right. It's an ongoing process.
So digital products, it's not passive income exactly,
It can become more passive over time.
but you have to put in the work up front.
Definitely. You have to build that foundation.
Okay, and then there's membership sites.
Membership sites, yeah, those are interesting.
Those seem to be popping up everywhere.
They are, and they're a great way to build recurring revenue.
So instead of one-off sales
You have a steady stream of income.
from your members,
Exactly. And your sources talk about how important it is to create exclusive content for those members.
so they feel like you're getting something special.
Right. And to foster a sense of community.
It's like a VIP club.
Yeah. A VIP club for your most dedicated fans.
That's a cool way to think about it.
And it can be a really powerful way to build deeper relationships with your audience.
Yeah, because they're invested, they're paying to be there.
Exactly. They're not just casual followers.
So membership sites, another interesting way
To generate income online.
and create a community.
Yeah, ticks a lot of boxes.
Okay, now let's talk about something that I find really exciting.
Oh, what's that?
Content creation and influencer marketing,
Ah, yes. The world of creators.
where passion and profit collide.
That's the dream, right?
It is, it is.
Turning what you love into a living.
And the internet has made it possible.
More possible than ever before.
Yeah, like you can build a massive following on YouTube
Or on Instagram or TikTok.
or even through a podcast.
Podcasts are huge right now.
They are, and you can monetize that in so many ways.
Through ads, sponsorships,
Selling your own product.
merchandise, courses, you name it.
Yeah, but your sources, they caution against the get famous quick mentality.
Wait, it's not about overnight success.
It's about consistency. It's about
Finding your unique voice.
and building a genuine connection with your audience.
It's about authenticity.
Yeah, people can spot a fake from a mile away.
They can, and they'll call you out on it.
So content creation, influencer marketing, it's exciting. It's got huge potential, but
But it takes work.
yeah, you got to be in it for the long haul.
You got to be passionate about what you're creating.
And you got to be real.
Authenticity is key.
Okay, now let's shift gears a little bit and talk about freelancing and online consulting.
Ah, the world of solopreneurship.
Yeah, this is the ultimate be your own boss's model.
It is. You set your own hours, you choose your clients.
And you can work from anywhere.
The digital nomad dream.
Yeah, but it's not all sunshine and roses, right?
There are definitely challenges.
Like what?
Well, your sources emphasize the importance of finding a niche,
So specializing.
becoming an expert in a specific area.
Instead of trying to be a jack of all trades.
Right. It's
And-
about positioning yourself as a valuable asset
Yeah, not just another freelancer bidding on gigs.
and building a strong portfolio.
Showcasing your skills.
Exactly. And marketing yourself effectively.
Networking.
Networking both online and offline.
So freelancing, it's about freedom, but it's also about,
Taking ownership of your business.
yeah, you're the CEO.
You're the CEO of you.
Okay, one more area to explore, and then we'll wrap up this first part of our depth dive.
Sounds good. What's next on the list?
Affiliate marketing.
Ah, the art of recommending.
Yeah, it's like you become the recommendation engine of the internet.
That's a good way to put it.
You find products or services you love,
And you share them with your audience.
and if they buy through your link,
you get a commission.
sounds pretty sweet.
It can be, but your sources, they really emphasize the importance of choosing products that align with your values.
So not just promoting anything and everything.
Right. It's about being authentic.
Building trust with your audience.
Exactly. Because people can tell when you're just pushing products.
Yeah, it's about being a trusted advisor.
Not just a salesperson.
So affiliate marketing, it's about recommendations, but it's also about
Building relationships.
and being genuine.
Being genuine, always.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground already.
We have, but there's still more to come.
There is. We haven't even touched on sauce yet.
SaaS, that's a whole other world.
It is, but we'll save that for the next part of our deep dive.
Looking forward to it. Welcome back.
We're back!
Ready to dive back in.
Oh yeah, we've covered some ground already, but
We're just getting started.
we are, and, it's one thing to talk about these models.
The different approaches.
Yeah, like in theory, but
But it's more inspiring to see them in action.
right, to see real people.
Real people making it work.
Yeah, who've actually achieved this.
Achieved these goals.
So let's talk about those success stories.
Let's hear about those people who are actually making it happen.
Yeah, because it's easy to get caught up in the hype.
It is. It's easy to think it's all too good to be true.
Right, so grounding to see how real people have done it.
To see that it is possible.
So where do we begin?
Well, your sources actually have a ton of examples
Oh, good.
of people who have found success online.
Great.
And just to be clear, we're not endorsing any specific individuals or programs.
Right.
Our goal is to highlight the principles in action.
The strategies that work.
Exactly, not to promote anyone in particular.
Okay, makes sense.
So let's start with e-commerce.
E-commerce.
One of your sources profiles this entrepreneur
Okay.
who built a multi-million-dollar business selling handmade leather bags.
Leather bags. Wow.
Yeah, started small, selling on Etsy,
Okay.
but they're really focused on building a brand.
So it's not just about the product itself.
No, it's about the whole experience.
The story behind it
They invested in high-quality photography.
makes a difference.
Huge difference. Crafted a compelling brand story.
So people connect with it.
Connect with the brand. And they went above and beyond with customer service.
Customer service is so important.
It's crucial, especially online.
Yeah, because you don't have that face-to-face interaction.
You have to build trust in other ways.
Right?
And they leverage social media brilliantly,
Social media, of course.
using Instagram to showcase their craftsmanship,
Visually appealing.
connect with customers on a personal level.
Makes it feel more human.
Exactly. And they even collaborated with influencers.
Influencers, yeah, they can reach a wide audience.
Huge audience, and it's a great example of how to build a thriving e-commerce business.
By focusing on those key things.
Quality, branding, community.
Okay, what about digital products and online courses?
Another great example in your sources.
Okay.
A former teacher
Okay.
built a 7-figure business creating online courses for other teachers.
Wow, so they found their niche.
Exactly. They saw a need
For those specific resources?
for professional development resources that were engaging and affordable.
Makes sense.
And they didn't just throw together some PowerPoint slides.
They put in the effort.
They invested in high-quality video production, created downloadable workbooks.
Wow, so they made it a real experience.
They even offered live Q&A sessions.
So there was that personal touch.
And interaction, which is so valuable.
Okay, so digital products, online courses,
It's about providing real value.
creating that comprehensive experience.
All right, let's talk about content creation and influencer marketing.
Yes, this one always fascinates me.
It's a captivating world.
People who build careers out of their passions.
It's the dream for many.
It is. And one of your sources profiles this YouTuber
Okay.
who built a massive following creating videos about sustainable living.
Sustainable living, that's a popular niche.
It is. And what's remarkable is they didn't start with fancy equipment.
They kept it simple,
Yeah, just started filming videos in their backyard.
sharing their tips, their experiences.
Authenticity.
Exactly. And as their audience grew,
They were able to diversify.
partner with brands, launch their own products.
They built a whole platform around their content.
It's a great example of how you can expand
Once you have that foundation.
once you've built that audience.
Okay, what about freelancing and online consulting?
The world of solopreneurs,
Yeah, more and more people ditching the 9 to 5.
embracing the freelance life.
And one of your sources tells this story about a freelance writer
Okay.
who built a 6-figure business
Impressive.
writing website copy for tech startups.
So they found their niche,
They did, and they started small on platforms like Upwork.
building their portfolio,
But they quickly realized the power of niching down,
specializing,
becoming that go-to expert,
and they invested in building a professional website,
showcasing their work.
networking with potential clients.
So it's not just about the writing itself.
It's about the whole package.
Positioning yourself as a valuable asset.
Okay, let's move on to affiliate marketing,
Affiliate marketing, passive income.
the dream for many.
It is, and one of your sources profiles this blogger
Okay.
built a multiple 6-figure business
Wow.
with a website dedicated to reviewing travel gear.
Travel gear, that's a good niche.
It is. People are passionate about travel.
And they need reliable recommendations.
Exactly. And this blogger, they started by sharing their own experiences.
Authenticity again.
Yeah. And then they realized the potential of affiliate marketing.
Monetizing those recommendations.
If they did it the right way,
They focus on creating high-quality content,
providing real value.
building trust with their audience.
So it wasn't just about slapping some links on their website.
No, it was about being a resource.
A trusted advisor.
Exactly.
Okay, last but not least, SaaS.
SaaS, the world of software.
Yeah, build it once, sell it many times.
Recurring revenue.
That's the allure.
And one of your sources tells this story about a group of friends
Okay.
who built a multi-million-dollar SaaS business
Multi-million-dollar. Wow.
by creating a project management tool.
Project manager. There's a lot of those out there
There are,
Hmm.
but they saw a gap in the market
for something specific.
for a tool that was specifically designed for creative teams.
So they found their niche.
They did, and they didn't just build it and hope people would come.
They marketed,
They invested in marketing, attending conferences, running ads,
put in the work.
and it paid off.
Okay, these stories are incredibly inspiring.
They are. It's great to see people achieving their dreams.
But let's be real for a moment.
Let's get down to earth.
Building $1 million online business isn't always smooth sailing.
Definitely not.
There are bumps in the road.
Challenges and setbacks.
So what are some of the potential pitfalls?
The things to watch out for.
Your sources must mention some cautionary tales.
But do they talk about common mistakes?
Okay, what?
Well, one common pitfall is something called shiny object syndrome.
Shiny object syndrome.
It's a temptation to jump from one opportunity to the next
Ooh, I know that feeling.
without fully committing to any one path.
It's like you get distracted by the next shiny thing.
Exactly. You end up spreading yourself too thin.
So you never really gain traction anywhere.
Right. You're always chasing the next big thing.
So focus is key.
Focus is crucial.
Okay. What else should we be mindful of?
Another common pitfall is underestimating the importance of marketing.
Marketing. Oh, yeah.
You can have the best product in the world.
But if nobody knows about it,
Exactly. It's not going to sell itself.
so you have to invest in marketing.
You have to learn how to reach your target audience.
Whether it's content marketing, social media,
Email marketing, paid advertising,
there are so many options.
but you have to choose the right ones for your business.
And be consistent.
Consistency is key.
Okay, so focus and marketing.
Two crucial elements.
What about the mindset side of things?
Mindset is huge.
Are there any potential pitfalls there?
One big one is perfectionism.
Perfectionism, oh yeah.
It's good to strive for excellence,
Of course.
but don't let perfectionism paralyze you.
I've been there.
It's easy to get caught up in the details.
And never actually launch anything.
Exactly, so don't be afraid to put your work out there.
Even if it's not perfect.
You can always improve it later.
Progress over perfection.
Exactly.
Okay, what about self-doubt?
Self-doubt is a common challenge.
Especially when you're first starting out,
It's easy to feel overwhelmed,
to question your abilities.
but your sources offer some great advice.
Like what?
One strategy is to surround yourself with a supportive community.
Find your tribe.
Connect with other entrepreneurs
People who understand the journey
who can offer encouragement.
and accountability,
And remember to celebrate your wins.
even the small ones.
Acknowledge your progress.
It's easy to get caught up in what's not working,
And forget to appreciate how far you've come.
so celebrate those wins.
Okay, one more thing about mindset.
Okay.
Embrace failure as a learning opportunity.
Failure, it's part of the process,
It is. Everyone makes mistakes.
especially when you're trying something new.
So don't let setbacks discourage you.
Learn from them
Analyze what went wrong.
and keep moving forward.
It's all part of the journey.
So it's about having that growth mindset.
Seeing challenges as opportunities to learn.
Okay, this has been so insightful.
Glad you're finding it helpful.
But before we move on,
Before we wrap up this part,
any final thoughts for our listeners who might be feeling overwhelmed?
or unsure where to start.
It's a lot to take in.
It is. But the
Yeah.
most important thing is to take action. Don't get stuck in analysis paralysis.
Or wait for the perfect moment.
Choose one path, break it down into smaller steps,
Make it manageable,
and start taking action today.
even if it's just a small step.
Every step counts.
Okay, so action is key.
Action is what separates dreamers from doers.
What about staying motivated for the long haul?
Because this is a marathon.
Not a sprint.
Your sources recommend setting clear goals,
Having that roadmap
breaking them down into smaller milestones,
to make it feel less daunting,
and tracking your progress.
so you can see how far you've come
Celebrate those milestones,
and be flexible.
because things change.
The online world is constantly evolving.
So be willing to adapt.
To adjust your course.
This has been so insightful.
We've covered so much ground.
From real-world examples to potential pitfalls.
And actionable steps.
And in the final part of our deep dive,
Yes, there's more to come.
we'll explore the big picture trends shaping the future of online business.
Looking ahead?
We'll discuss the ethical considerations.
Because that's important.
And we'll leave you with some thought-provoking insights.
To ponder as you embark on your own online journey.
So stay tuned.
There's much more to come. All right, welcome back for the final part of our deep dive.
The final part.
We've covered so much already.
So much.
But now let's look ahead a little bit.
To the future.
Yeah, what's on the horizon for online business?
What trends should we be paying attention to?
Right, as we think about, building for the future.
Well, one of the biggest ones your sources keep coming back to is artificial intelligence.
AI, yeah, it's a
Okay.
game changer.
It feels like this giant wave about to crash over everything.
It's moving fast.
I've seen AI tools that can write blog posts, create images.
Even code basic websites.
It's a bit intimidating, honestly.
I understand that feeling.
Yeah.
But your sources, they suggest that instead of fearing AI,
Embrace it.
embrace its potential, yeah.
Okay, so see AI as a partner?
Not a replacement.
Okay, so what other trends are shaping the future? Another key trend is the importance of community.
Community, yeah.
People crave connection,
Belonging.
shared experiences,
Makes sense even in the digital world.
especially the digital world,
So building a strong community around your brand,
can foster loyalty,
generate word-of-mouth marketing.
create a powerful network effect.
It's like you said earlier, we're social creatures, even online. Yeah, and when you feel connected to a brand,
You're more likely to stick around.
become an advocate.
Exactly.
So community building, it's becoming essential.
That's not just a nice to have anymore.
All right, what else is on the horizon?
Your sources also highlight the growing focus on sustainability
Sustainability, okay.
and ethical business practices
Right. Consumers are becoming more conscious.
about the impact of their purchasing decisions.
So it's not just about making a profit.
It's about making a positive impact,
Right. And I'm seeing more and more businesses doing that.
embracing sustainable practices.
Ethical sourcing, social causes.
Consumers are looking for brands that align with their values,
Brands they can trust.
brands that are making a difference,
So it's about building a business with a purpose.
not just profits.
All this makes me wonder, is making $1 million online still a realistic goal?
It's a question a lot of people are asking.
Because the competition is fierce.
It is, and the landscape is constantly changing.
So is it still possible?
Your sources say yes,
Okay, good.
it's still possible.
But it's not easy.
It takes work.
And the landscape has evolved?
It has, but the fundamental principles remain the same.
So it's still about providing value.
Connecting with your audience.
It's adapting to the changing environment.
Those core principles are timeless.
Okay, so it's not about chasing shortcuts.
Or following the latest fads
It's about building a solid foundation.
based on those principles.
But let's be honest, not everyone is cut out to be an entrepreneur.
That's true.
What are some signs that someone might be well suited to this path?
Well, your sources talk about the entrepreneurial mindset.
Okay, like what?
If you're self-motivated, passionate about learning,
Comfortable taking risks.
resilient in the face of challenges,
So it's about having that inner drive.
that willingness to step outside your comfort zone,
But it's also about being adaptable,
learning from your mistakes,
staying persistent,
because online entrepreneurship is a journey.
not a destination.
There will be ups and downs.
But if you're passionate about your work,
committed to learning and growing,
the rewards can be incredible.
life-changing even.
We've covered so much in this deep dive.
From specific strategies to big picture trends.
Any final thoughts for our listener?
The most important thing is to start.
Don't wait.
Don't let fear hold you back.
Take that first step.
Even if it's small,
Create a website, write a blog post.
connect with someone in your niche.
Action breeds momentum.
Momentum fuels success.
Embrace the journey.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
There will be challenges.
But if you stay focused on your goals,
Learn from your experiences.
surround yourself with a supportive community.
You can achieve amazing things.
Remember, the online world is constantly evolving.
So stay curious.
Keep learning.
Never stop exploring.
This has been an insightful deep dive.
Thank you for guiding us through these sources.
It's been my pleasure.
And that concludes our deep dive into making $1 million online.
$1 million.
We hope you found this journey enlightening.
And empowering.
Remember, the internet has opened up incredible opportunities.
For anyone with a dream.
So go out there, embrace the possibilities.
And build the online business of your dreams.
Thanks for listening.